Well, hello again, and welcome to yet another glorious trash report as we count down to the release of the new upcoming record, The Last Refuse of a Scoundrel, which I'm allegedly working on right now. I'm Jeff, glad you could make it. I'm coming to you from the booth today because this is how I ruined a perfectly good holiday weekend. My booth has had these speakers in it for a long time. Actually, when I first moved into the booth, I had a bunch of guitar amps and speakers in here, and I was using them sort of as bass trapping and diffusion and stuff. And then I started slowly moving some of those out and getting rid of some of the old pieces and stuff, and that was what I did this weekend. I got a couple of these big speaker cabinets out of here that were kind of eating up a bunch of space, and then I built these, put these new Orlex corners pieces in, and it was a giant project. It kind of didn't have to be a giant project, but they always turn into that. And when you have a recording studio, you're going to be just doing these kind of projects from time to time and making improvements. And honestly, I can tell already that the low end's really tightened up. The room's tightened up a lot. I think that those speakers were pumping a little bit of bass. Just having, the speakers and those cabinets in the room was just kind of add a little bit of whomp and pump. And I just think it's tighter now. It feels a lot better. It sounds a lot better to my ears. So it's a great improvement, but I kind of take you through the process. I just have these Orlex pieces about a foot wide, and I wanted to do it the simplest way I could. So I put these really simple frames up with 1x2s, and they're really only anchored using a little metal bracket that I sort of built myself, shaped, and they're mounted into the molding on the floor, and then there's one screw at the top to hold them up. And then I used leather straps. I have a lot of leather products, and leathercraft is one of my hobbies, and I also had a guitar strap business. So I had some of these old pieces of leather laying around that I had cut into straps, but the leather was really hard and just would be unpleasant for straps, and I just really haven't had a use for them. So I put those in, and I just put a couple of screws in to hold them in place, and then kind of squeezed the foam up into the strap, and they're really each piece in the corner is anchored with 3 screws. There's a few more screws holding all the parts together, and then the straps are holding everything up, and it's just tightened this room up like crazy. So that's the good news, that it was a valiant effort that actually paid off, but holy cow, I did just a lot. I got a blister on my finger and everything. A lot of hand sawing and stuff. Just was like a crazy stunt. In the meantime, I'm also taking care of Earl the squirrel, who is improving greatly. In fact, I should play this clip. There's a little clip. He got excited this morning and started barking. And he's ready to go outside, but he's still dealing with some problems, so that's not going to happen yet. But I'll update you more as we get closer. I got another doctor appointment with him on Friday, and then he's going to want to get out of here. He's already sliced, but I've got a lot of Band-Aids on. This one was an Earl slice from this morning. So that's what happened this weekend. I just did a lot of crafting, woodworking kind of stuff, but it ended up really improving my booth a lot. And I didn't do anything on the record, just going to tighten this up. But I also got some other mics back from repair last Friday actually, and my vocal mic from Mic Tech, the CV4. So I'm going to get that thing in here and start to work on some vocals and some other guitar parts that I've been practicing, and as soon as my fingers heal up, and we'll be on our way. So I'll get back to you tomorrow and let you know what else is going on. But for right now, that's where we stand. Rock forth.